Allen Pounds. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Where we lock and load. Come on. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Where we lock and load. It's the Allen Pounds Show. Where we lock and load. Come on.
Welcome to another edition of the Allen Powell Show. We are live on a Wednesday night. Excited for these Bears doing their thing. I got a big panel on the show tonight. Fernando is back in the building in North Carolina holding it down. Thank you for coming on, brother. Making his debut, Donnie D. Hop. I met the guy at Sheffield.
What's going on, guys?
I said, hey man, come on, let's make something happen, bro. So he's a Packers fan, and he decided to come in the Lions Den with all the Bears fans and all of that. So thank you for coming home, brother. KC is back as usual. Vic is back as usual. Ronnie, I ain't seen you in I don't know how long. I think you made one appearance on here.
Briefly.
Yeah. You in the building. Brian in the building. Vontae in the building. We on and popping.
What up, B?
Yeah. So look, man.
What up with you?
Great game. We're going to jump it off with that Bears game, man, because it was off the chain. They did it again. Cardiac Caleb, Cardiac Bears. They did it again.
Hey, the Iceman, baby.
Iceman, you hear me?
Yeah. With the painted nails. Yeah, I don't care.
I don't know about all that. I ain't say that. I didn't say that. I just said Iceman.
I don't care how you paint his nails. If he's throwing touchdowns, I'm cool with it. But
right.
I want to talk about the game, man, and I want to know like what y'all was doing first half, second half. But I also want to talk to D Hop first. I want to bring him in. He the Packers fan, and he was trolling us the whole first half, man. Whole first half, he trolling us, laughing at us all over the place, just chuckling, and it was all fun and games. And then what he did is he left before the game was over. I think he thought it was over. He wasn't worried.
Nah, man, that wasn't it, man. I had to go pick my old lady up, bro. I was happy I left, though. I ain't gonna lie.
I know you didn't want that smoke.
Nah,
Look at God, huh?
Yeah, it was bad. But
yeah, boy, you be my petty been on a million, boy.
Yes.
Everything. My petty been on a million, boy.
right. I mean,
Everybody got all them cheeseheads and got this work.
Yeah,
but listen,
I've been taking it all week, man.
I want to go ahead.
That ain't nothing new for me, though.
I want to go through the highlights, man, and kind of like break down the game a little bit, man, because the first half was terrible, and then the Bears do what they do and make some stuff happen in the second half. And I also want to talk about the fourth down plays where they went for it, because me and Donnie discussed it. He was saying that, you panicking, it's too early, too soon, all of that. But I was of the mindset of the defense wasn't doing anything. They was getting ran up and down the field, so I understood what Ben Johnson was doing. He was going with what he was more confident with, in my opinion. But I want to get everybody perspective on the first half, him going for it when the defense is not doing anything. So, D-Hop, I'll give it to you first because you said that he was overreacting.
Yeah,
and
I felt
now you look like you're right, but tell me your perspective now.
Yeah, I mean, I think he overreacted. I think he went to that first fourth down and they got it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that him continuing to go for it. At one point he went for it and they was like on the 30-something yard line. I felt like he was pushing it too far. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I'm a Packers fan, but I'm a realist when it comes to football. You know what I'm saying? And in that instant, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, he was overreacting. If Caleb is this guy that closes the game the way that he does, give your defense an opportunity. But that's how the Packers got up by the way that they did, because you got the short field every time. The buddy I don't even remember them putting the ball.
I know, man, right? But that when he went for it when we was down on our own 30, when we was down 14-3. I don't know if y'all remember, but in that Detroit game the week before when we punted and they went and kicked the field goal, did you see his mouth when he said I should have went for it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I think that was playing in his head. Like, man, if I get into that situation again, I'm just going for it. I think he pressed a little too early, man, but it ended up working out. But I didn't agree for going for it when we was down 14-3, though, man. I didn't like that. And I didn't like when he did that. They did it in Detroit a lot, too, man. I think he go for it on fourth down a little too much. And that was too early, though. It was too early to press to me, but it worked out, though. So, hey,
Yeah, I
everything
think
happened for a reason.
you got to take in consideration your position on the field when you go for it. You can't just go for it because you feeling, you got a gut feeling. That's not a good decision. Because especially when you got a defense that ain't locking nothing down, you ain't guaranteed to hold them to a field goal. So that was one of the things I went to the game as well. And that was one of the things I had a problem with. And I also had a problem with Caleb Williams sliding on ain't no more sliding. It's the playoffs. You got to go get a first down. You know what I'm saying? So in the first half, they was moving the ball. I think it's a misconception that the Bears their offense wasn't working. They was moving it. They was getting in the red zone. It's just when we got to fourth down, they started getting a little too cute, reversal swinging and come back, throw it to your left, interception. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes if it's 4th and 1, run it down their throat if your offensive line is as good as you say it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, Brian, for me,
he actually came out doing too many trick plays on the first drive, period. Some of them worked. I didn't like the first drive at all. We got 3 points out of it, but I didn't like how he started the game at all. He should have just been running straight run plays, man. We ain't have to do all that misdirection and stuff, man. He could have saved that till later, too, but like I said, it all worked out.
But listen, guys. Listen, y'all missing the bigger picture. Y'all missing the bigger picture. What he doing? Listen to the last 3 or 4 games. The run game has not been there. The run game ain't been there. It hasn't. It ain't been there the last 3 or 4 games. So guess what? Guess what he doing? He going to what he can do to try to keep the ball rolling, bro. Like seriously, if you pay attention, he even said it today. He said our run game is gone. He says it's been gone the last few weeks. It's abandoned. He said in his press conference today, he working on trying to get that run game back. When that run game ain't going, he got to do what he can. He got to try to do what he can. Reverses, all this stuff. Like you got to break out your book and you got to do it early. Like you got to go to the well early. You down 14-3. You got to go to the well early when your bread and butter ain't working. That's just how I go.
So I want to get back to the fourth down plays though, because like I said, I was of the mindset of the defense. The Packers was doing whatever they want to do. They was scoring every possession. So at some point, I have to do something to try to combat it. Then Fernando, what did you think about the early fourth down? I'm sorry, Brian. We'll go to you first, Brian. Brian, what did you think of him going for it on fourth down?
I mean, the only problem I really had was the 4th and 1 where they chose to pass and not run. But ultimately, the interception turned out to be like a good punt. So I'm not even mad at that. And in terms of going for it on fourth down, this is what he do. You know what I'm saying? He's an aggressive coach. And let's not forget the conditions of the play. The wind was howling. It's cold outside. Why put the game in the hands of the kicker when I got a number 1 overall pick, Heisman Trophy winner right here, and let's live and die with this man's arm? And I think going for it on fourth down is, as much as people think it's a disservice to the defense, I think that's a dude saying, hey, if we don't get it, I'm going to put these dogs on the field, and I expect them to do their effing job. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I mean, y'all can say what y'all want, and I'm entitled to my opinion just like y'all are. It's not what we are used to in terms of football, but this is a new age of offensive-minded coaches. They're running it on third down. They're getting in the fourth and manageable, and they're going for it. So all my life as a Bears fan, I never had an offensive coordinator / head coach with the balls to even do this. So I'm not going to knock him for what got us here, and I don't think anybody else should. If we lose that game, I might be singing a different story. But the fact that those decisions resulted in a W, hey, let's go for it on fourth down every time if we got to, as long as we go ahead and win that thing.
Now, you know what I'm saying? You took a little bit too far with going for it all the time. But I get what you're saying. Fernando, you always the voice of reason on this show, so give us a reason about Ben Johnson and his decisions.
I'll say the gentleman who went before me had all the great reasons as well, right? Because where was all this talk week 2 when everybody was doom and gloom about these Bears?
That was me.
You know,
they gave up 52 points to the Lions.
We're talking about Ben Johnson and the balls he has, but let's remember something. 2nd-year QB, rookie running back, rookie tight end, rookie receiver, rookie left tackle, and a rookie head coach.
That's a lot of rookies.
For them to do what they're doing,
Yeah.
and I said this to people before, that game you saw was the greatest comeback that I've ever witnessed in football. Not, and people are going to mention the Patriots against Atlanta and everything like that, but the Patriots was a ready defined champion doing what they did. This was a team that nobody counted on in the beginning of the year. This was a team that nobody counted on in the middle of the year. And they did this with rookies. You guys, hands up to Chicago, to the Bears. I applaud them. I like the guts they have, and they're playing with nothing to lose. They're the most dangerous team that's there.
Vontae, what was your household like? What was you thinking when they was going for it early on fourth down? What was your mindset?
I liked all of them except for, one. But like you said earlier, when you get in those situations, running the ball is the safest bet. I know he got a little inspired. He came from Detroit, so and they know Dan Campbell known for going for it on fourth down. So if he was, under that regime, he gonna have that same, mindset as well when you get in those predicaments. And so, it didn't hurt, in the long run because we end up winning the game.
Yeah.
But I believe that in those positions, he gonna believe in his guys and pretty much, I think he gonna continue to go for it.
Yeah. Mike, what did you think, man, watching that game?
Man, first I was downtown. I dropped my boys off at the game, you know what I'm saying? They was hyped up. I got them hyped up, you know what I'm saying? It's playoffs, baby, you know what I mean? Then it's against the Packers, man, you know what I mean? It was an exciting time. So I was at the bar checking it out, and I'm watching it. I'm just like, man, come on, man. Not today, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, first half was atrocious, right? As far as them not putting any points on the board. So I was like, okay, but after half, I said, okay. I mean, it's only 18 points. I mean, it's not a lot. It is a lot, but it's not a lot when you got a whole second half, right?
Yeah.
And I said, if they stop them coming out the third quarter and they put something on the board, I mean, they can make something happen. They did that. Those field goals was crucial. Like, he couldn't keep going for it. You know what I'm saying? There, you got to take some points and put some points on the board. A couple of those fourth downs. I like the one that was, I want to say, I think they was on the opponent's 45. It was like maybe 4th and 2 or something. And the play was there. It was there. It was, I don't know if it got tipped or something, but I was like,
the line. We got to the line.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, the play was there, but it didn't work. But, hey, the defense got to get out there. Like I said, they got to still earn their money because you don't want to just keep making excuses. I mean, you got there with them. You got to keep riding with them. They're going to make some plays. They might not make them consistently like you want, but they'll make a few tiny plays, and they did that in that game. You know what I'm saying? Momentum was good for them, and they did pretty good, man. Yeah, they did pretty good.
I want to go to some of the highlights, man, and kind of like break this game down from the game. But so that's a conversion right there. And if we look at this game, the first half, Green Bay was doing whatever they want to do. Right. What was y'all thinking about the defense as y'all watch Green Bay? Got it done in the second half, but the first half, it didn't go.
I was kind of like just like a little bit kind of like inspired when like he said, it was only 18 points. It could have been a lot worse. I was kind of glad that Green Bay was doing it more so through the air than getting the ground and the air going. That's where the Bears was able to get back in the game in the second half. Like, Green Bay ain't getting nothing from their ground game, man. Green Bay didn't get nothing from their ground game most of the game at all. They didn't get really nothing from the run game. And that was the difference in the offense too. Jordan Love he gonna make plays. He gonna hit them guys. He got some speeds at wide receiver. But they didn't get nothing from the run game, and that helped the Bears too. And why he kept on going for them.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. That play right there, boy, pissed me off at the bar.
Yes.
Oh my God.
They couldn't do nothing.
I said, man, get the ball, man.
Right.
Oh my God.
I felt like,
oh man,
Go ahead.
I felt like nothing was going right. You couldn't pick up no fumble. You got a lineman running for first downs, bro. And then
that was a great return right there.
All the Bears fans be killing Santos, but man, he outkicked every
21-15 here. What was you thinking? Because we haven't made a complete comeback yet, but okay, I feel like at this time I was like, we got a game.
Yeah, definitely. I thought we had a game. I mean, I still thought the Packers had it in hand. You know, like I feel like Matt Lefleur dropped the ball. He's not aggressive enough. You know what I'm saying? The aggression is what got us that 21-point lead.
I've been hearing a couple Packers fans say that, but I don't really understand that when y'all say that, because most of the time when you say coaches not being aggressive, they milking the clock, they running a lot, they trying to pound the ground just to make sure they can wind that clock down.
Definitely.
That boy was throwing the ball around, bro. Most of their game plan didn't change. They even got a touchdown in the air, off of Golden.
Honestly, he has.
It was a lot of people that say that he didn't run the ball enough because they had 27-16
Right.
Yeah, he
at
should
this
have ran
point.
that ball. He should have ran that ball.
Ran the ball, but I feel like when I talk about the aggressiveness of him, I mean like this has happened for years now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about just in particular. We don't close out situations like this, and I feel like when you got the heat on the Bears like this, we have absolutely no pass rush at this point. Caleb Williams wasn't running, but I mean, he could do whatever he wanted to do back there as well. You want to get no pressure back there. You got to keep putting up points, because if fourth quarter, this is what they do. We up 21-9 at the beginning of the fourth, and they end up hanging, 21 points on us. It's crazy. Defense fell apart. Matt LaFleur's coaching fell apart. The kicks, all of that.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that the fumble from a couple weeks ago for Josh Jacobs, and then the fumble on the kickoff return played a role in them not running with him? Like, did they maybe lose confidence?
Maybe 3 and out. They ran the ball like 6 times. They got like negative yards on those plays. Negative yards on those plays.
Yeah, I think that's why LaFleur he was being aggressive. He wanted to keep the foot to the pedal, you know what I'm saying, and try to put some points up, keep the offense methodically running down the field. But the Bears start getting more pressure in the second half. They start getting in there on love.
Yeah.
They start locking down the receivers a lot better. When they did try to run, they were stopping the run. So I don't really blame LaFleur as much as some of those players just not having the will to go get it. You know what I'm saying? And I think in past, LaFleur has lost leads, and I think he had that in the back of his mind, like, man, I don't want to be too soft and just keep running it. I want to keep putting points up. But the Bears shut that down.
Yeah, for the stats, they only had 6 rushing yards in the second half.
Can I answer another question to the Packers fan as well? Do y'all believe, as a Packers fan, that Jordan Love has a strong arm? Because it just looked at me like, if he not lobbing the ball, throwing the lob, deep pass, it's like anything where he got to put some umph on it, it's just not. It's not a good throw. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know what you see as I only seen him 2-3 times, so I really don't know.
I feel you. I feel like he has decent arm strength. I'm not gonna say he got elite arm strength. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
His touch in his passes, you know what I'm saying?
He's elite. Yeah, he got elite touch. I give him. Yeah. He'll drop it in the bucket from anywhere. But it's like if he gotta just step into it and let it rip. It's like he even second guessed it, even like the last throw. The last throw just looked so unorthodox and weak. I don't know.
Yeah, it wasn't nothing on that.
It wasn't nothing on that.
Yeah. I wanna go through this of this game. The Matt LaFleur or the defensive coordinator, because he got to take some blame too. Like the defensive coordinator, he ain't do his job either. So D-Hop, you're a Packers fan. Who's the most to blame, Matt LaFleur or Hatley, the defense coordinator?
I'm gonna say Matt LaFleur. I mean, you got to go to the head. I mean, don't get me wrong. That defensive coordinator, it's how do you give up that many points in the fourth quarter? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it was with his play calling. He fell back into them zones a lot. You know what I'm saying? That double move don't make no sense. How that cornerback bit on that, like that.
Who was that cornerback that bit? Who was that?
It was Valentine, bro. Like it's no way. Like you bite on that double move with you, like nah. So I feel like that it all goes back to Matt LaFleur. Like a lot of these play action passes you run, we got 6 yards. Play action ain't about to work. Why are we still running play action, not the play? You like I get you trying to get the ball downfield. Josh Jacobs in that fumble. I don't care nothing about that. It's still Josh Jacobs and we in the playoffs, bro. You got to run what you got. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not That's just my perspective of it.
Nando, who's most to blame, LeFleur or the defensive coordinator?
Well, I'm gonna say this. I don't believe in pass and blame. The reason why I'm saying I don't believe in pass and blame because you're making it seem like, oh, Green Bay lost the game. Let's give praise to Chicago. Chicago won that game.
Yeah.
They came out the second half and made adjustments.
Yeah.
That Matt Lefleur continued to do the same old rep. When you look at the touchdown passes from Jordan Love, 3 of the 4 of them were based on cross routes. So in other words, he was given time. Chicago increased their pressure rate, which gave him less time, which changed the whole game. I thought Chicago, even they were down 21-3, they kind of dominated the possession as far as how they were moving the ball through passes and through runs. They just kept shooting themselves in the foot. But let's give them praise. Let's not say it was this person's fault. Chicago gave you praise.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. We can play that game, but I like to play this game. Say you're a Green Bay Packers fan. Green Bay Packers fan ain't trying to hear nothing of what you're talking about. They're mad, they're angry.
Right.
That man's fault.
It's somebody's fault. So
Matt LeFleur didn't make adjustments.
Yeah.
That like in the second half, if they're stopping the run screens. They didn't run any screen routes. They targeted the tight end maybe like once or twice after that. Like change it up a little bit. Stop trying to run the same offensive scheme the whole time. Right? Just if the Bears are running and scoring up a lot of points, your thing is not to match them in points. Get some first downs, and that's what they didn't do. Just get some first downs. Yeah, because the clock is the enemy, and he never took advantage of that.
We got YouTuber says Bears adjusted, Packers didn't. Brian, if you're a Green Bay Packers fan, who you putting this blame on?
Yeah, I got to put it on Matt LeFleur because the game was out in hand. You make a few adjustments of your own, and you get 1 or 2 more first downs. It's a different game. You know what I mean? And hey, maybe they should have went for it on 4th down a couple times. Instead of trotting that kicker out there like that in this weather. So
Oh man, that's another thing. The kicker, oh my goodness, the kicker. I know he gone. I ain't seen no news yet, but I bet he ain't coming back to Green Bay after that game. He messed it up so bad. Vic, who's the most to blame? You a Packers fan? If you're a Packers fan, who you blaming the most on?
Hey, bro, I'm only gonna play this game because you my boy. I couldn't even, you know what I'm saying? I couldn't even picture my life like that misery, bro.
Fernando made me play this game because he ain't want to act right.
But it always comes down to the head coach, bro. We're gonna hold Matt Eberflus for killing the Bears the last few years. We're gonna hold Matt Lefleur responsible for the collapse of this team that hasn't really won in the playoffs. The Packers fans not even talking about collapsing in this game. They're even going back to this team has paid Jordan Love to be the highest paid quarterback in the NFL, and they ain't even made it nowhere. They haven't won anything. They haven't even won a division. Yeah. So this is why they blame Matt LeFleur. The Lions came up on them, and then we came up on them. Like during all this time, Matt LeFleur, this shiny coach, they going to the playoffs, but they not doing nothing when they got there, and they ain't winning no divisions. So that's why the Packers fan would be frustrated. Yes, it's all on him. He the head coach. Do better. Be better. Period.
First round picks.
Mike, Matt LeFleur, defensive coordinator.
I blame Lil Wayne.
Man, what's wrong with him, man?
He's talking reason. He was definitely talking reason.
I got to give it to LeFleur, man. You know what I'm saying? Then they showed a clip. He was on the sidelines. What the Atlanta's half game coordinator or offensive coordinator during that time of the Super Bowl?
Which team?
What LeFleur on Atlanta's team?
He was the quarterback's coach, I think.
Yeah. He was on Atlanta staff. Yeah, he was on Atlanta staff when they came back on by the Patriots.
So my thing is, man, you ain't learned from that, bro. So it's on the coach.
Ronnie, who you got?
I say the defensive coordinator, but it all fall under the floor because it's under his umbrella, at the end of the day. But truthfully, for your team to put up 28 points in the playoffs, that should be enough for you to win the game, And the defensive coordinator, he didn't once that second half started and Caleb got the cooking the way he did, he had no answer. He had no change it up for them. The Bears ended up pulling out a play that we got worked over on when we played Washington. I went to that game and they did that same fake screen and Buddy went up the sideline and he threw it to him wide open. It was the same exact play. So some defensive coordinators is watching film in the league and some ain't. You know what I'm saying? So, but ultimately, like, you do have to make adjustments. If your defensive coordinator ain't getting it done, you need to get in his ear and cuss him out. Some got to be done under his umbrella. You know.
Hey, it makes me think of Remember the Titans. And I remember Denzel and the white guy was like, Denzel was like, man, once you do something, man, they doing whatever they want.
Right, exactly.
You worry about your defense, I worry about my offense.
They need to watch Remember the Titans. Hey,
my man, Yost, baby.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Yost,
the Hall of Fame in my book.
Yeah. My thing, Matt Lefleur or the defensive coordinator?
I'm gonna agree with everybody else. It was Matt Lefleur just from the overall management of the game. Like you said, if you get up that kind of a lead in that second half again, you run that ball, you bleed the clock. But then even when the game, got tight or when the Bears took the lead on that last drive, it was some mismanagement. I felt like as far as how they used their last time out.
Yeah.
I felt like they took that last time out too early because they just got the first down. So everybody get up on the line. They spike the ball. They called the timeout right there, but then you got shot yourself in the foot because you had an injury, and you didn't have no more timeout. So that led to the 10-second runoff as well.
Yeah.
So it was some mismanagement throughout the game, and I think all of those things in combination led to the Bears comeback.
Yeah. I say 50-50, man. I'm a 50-50 guy, but the defensive coordinator, bro, so. Our defense was terrible in the first half, and then we got the key stops in the second half. But the offense for the Green Bay was good in the first half, but then the defense was terrible. And you always want your defense to close the game out, and they didn't do it. And so I do agree that when Matt Lefleur is watching this, he'd be like, oh, I'm not about to be another victim of these cardiac bears. I'm not about to do this. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do something to change this up because I've seen this story before, and he let it happen to him. They've been doing this all year, so he got to know that it's coming.
Hey, but when you think about it, when he threw that touchdown pass, it did put a little you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, I'm talking about when the Packers threw that, made it
27-16.
Right. That touchdown, for any other team, you be like, man, that might be it for them. Yeah. Not these Bears, not the way they've been cooking all year.
Yeah.
Without Micah, the Packers defense remind me of the Bears defense.
Yeah.
They like mirror images. They don't get enough pressure on the quarterback, and you expose your defensive backs in this league. And it's a passing league now. You ain't pressuring the quarterback. I don't care who you have back there covering. You're gonna get cooked. You ain't get no pressure on the quarterback. You put your DBs on the island enough times that they gonna give up plays. It is what it is.
Pressure ain't enough on Caleb though, bro. You got to put him down. Pressure ain't gonna do it. The way that man wiggle out
but he's like an anomaly. I'm just speaking how the game plan's supposed to work. If you ain't pressuring, that's us too. That's the Bears too. I'm speaking for both teams. You're not pressuring the quarterback. This is why these defenses give up points and they the way they are. They not the strongest on the defensive lines. Either team without Micah them and the Bears without having somebody on the other side to sweat consistently.
Right. Yeah. And the crazy part is Montez Sweat got a game ball because he was getting pressure.
That second half, he wasn't. It didn't show up in sacks, but he was there. Yeah. Oh, he was there a lot. Right. He was there a lot.
I want to.
He could have gave up on that last play on that Hail Mary pass, but he kept going, tired and all. Like, okay, I'm gonna keep chasing. He was the only one.
Knocked that ball out his arm.
Yeah. I want to bring up something else that everybody been talking about, and that's the handshake of Ben Johnson, man. It was real quick. People called it shady, whatever you may call it, but this is it. At the end of the game, we see him walk up, quick handshake, not don't say nothing. It was real quick and then over with. A lot of people been making a lot of fuss about it, saying how much he don't like him, and they saying his backstories that he really personally don't like Matt Lefleur. We know it's a rivalry and all of that stuff. Do y'all see anything wrong with what happened with the handshake?
Not at all.
Much ado about nothing, man.
Nah, man. Not at all.
I just think, man, people. I don't know, man. I think people just these days, man, they just try to find something, man. To me, man, the journalism is just gone bad, man. They like,
That's a
oh,
fact.
we got to talk about this handshake,
That's a
man. What
fact.
I'm supposed to do is sit here and have a whole conversation with you?
Right.
Me and my team just did we did our talking on the field. Holler
Right.
at you later. Safe travels. You know what I'm saying? Get up
Right.
out of
Real
here.
talk.
Like
We
I
ain't
ain't gotta.
friends. We ain't
What I
friends, and
gotta
we
do?
ain't gotta
Hug you?
pretend that we friends.
So then, if I say to have a handshake with him, have a conversation with him, hug him, then y'all gonna talk about that? Oh man, they guys might be lovers. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey
And
man, hey man. He gave him a quick handshake and get back to my team,
And keep
man.
it
That's
moving.
it.
And
What
get
I
to
need
That's
to
it.
talk to
and
you
get, and
for?
get to the
do.
locker room
Yeah,
and say
bro.
F the
You
Packers.
gone. I don't want to hold you up on your way on vacation, man. That's all that was. I didn't want to
and
hold you up, bro.
Man,
You was on you finna go someplace where it's warm at, bro. I gotta go prepare for this next game.
people. I say they putting the wrong energy out there, man. They focus on the wrong stuff. A handshake, man, knock it
Right.
off.
Knock it
D
off.
D D Hop, how did you feel about a Packers fan? Like, did it mean
Oh,
anything, or did it just make it sting
not
that much more?
didn't make nothing sting. I mean, we men. You know what I'm saying? You went out there, you shake
Right.
his shit, what it is, get over it. You know what I'm saying? Like he said,
Exactly.
media turns stuff things that it ain't got to be. They want us to focus on these two dudes because they man get out of here. What
Yeah.
about
If he didn't shake his hand, then okay, maybe we got a problem. But he
Right.
shook his hand like a man. And I do think though it might be something like maybe Ben Johnson wasn't invited to the Shanahan summits or something. You know what I'm saying? Because
hey,
he did it do seem a little bit. It might be something there. Not like the handshake mean anything. I'm going back to the introductory press conference.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
going
yeah,
back
yeah,
to the cheese grater
yeah.
helmets. I mean, it just and then we get in the locker room. The first thing you say is "F Green Bay."
We
I
Yeah,
need
yeah,
that
yeah.
mean,
energy
And
though.
we're
We
gonna
need
yeah,
that.
it's
The Bears
you know what
need
I'm
that
saying?
though, man. The Bears need that energy that he
For
brings.
sure. I don't disagree. I feel like it might even been something like, you guys think this guy is the offensive genius that he is?
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
what about me? And you know what I mean? What y'all wasn't talking about me 4 years ago. Y'all was all on his tail. Now it's my turn. So it
So
might be something like that.
so let me say this. I did watch an interview. They interviewed Matt Lefleur about the division, and this is Ben Johnson had just got hired, and he said, "Yeah, Chicago got them a good coach." Oh, that's what he says. It was kind of a little shade that he threw at Ben Johnson,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Yeah,
so
I
I
remember
think
that.
he probably seen all of that, man. And he taking it in, and I think it's definitely some animosity there. Nando, you back? Any problems with the handshake?
I don't think it's a problem with a handshake, but even though you just got there as a coach, you still have to like maintain some level of decorum. Yeah, needs to feed off your energy,
Yeah,
but at the same time, you just got there, dude. If you're gonna be doing this for a long time, you don't want to develop that reputation amongst other coaches.
yeah,
But the handshake itself, that's high energy, man. It's happening. You won,
yeah,
shake, go on, right? But as far as commentary, you could
yeah.
always come back and circle back at a press conference, be like, "Yo, kudos to the Packers, great organization." Da 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 da. There's cameras, man. Everybody's gonna try to stir shit, so you got to kind of like, hold it down a little bit.
and
Okay.
I feel
So
like
I kind of disagree with that. Just so you know, what I'm saying not to say it like that. What I'm saying is they put these cameras and runners after they just did a 100-yard dash. They put the cameras right in your face after you just did 12 rounds of boxing. They put the camera right in your face after you scored a game-winning touchdown. Hey man, they emotional. You know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff is gonna be said. Hey man, he felt what he felt. He said what he said. The whole stadium saying after Packers. So he just came in the locker room and said it with him. You know
But you're
what
not the stadium. You're $1 million
Hey, look.
paid
room, I want
leader.
my coach
I'm
to
Hey,
talk.
saying? Man,
Hey,
Let me say
Fernando,
this.
where was that
Hey
decorum when
man,
Aaron
hey
Rodgers was
man,
saying he owned the Bears? You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Where was
Exactly.
I
hey
that
feel like
man,
the Bears need
Exactly.
that.
hey man.
The
It's a
Bears
rivalry,
needed
bro.
that.
We
Like you
not friends
said,
with
where
the
was that
Packers. The Bears
decorum?
and Packers are not friends, man. It's a
Period.
rivalry. It is a
Right.
rivalry. That's what a rivalry does. From the
Hey,
coaches,
every
from the front office on down to the
Yeah,
players to the fans. This is a rivalry. It's back. This is what I'm used to.
come
I'm
on now.
51. I'm used to I saw the 85 Bears. I'm used to the rivalries, bro.
hey,
Come
I
on, man.
love it. I love it. I have no problem with it. I love it. This the kind of coach we need. Not
He
some
made
coach
it for
exactly.
sit,
Chicago.
not
He
some
made
coach
it for
sitting
Chicago.
sideline drinking Long Island iced teas with Matt Lefleur. We don't
Come on.
need our coach sitting sideline at a basketball game sipping Long Island iced teas with Matt Lefleur. We need a coach that don't mess with him, trying to beat him,
I'm saying,
trying
man,
to kill him.
you had enough of that soft stuff the last couple of years with Eberflus.
That's what I'm
I
talking
mean,
about. He's
so
sitting out on the
you had
sideline
enough of
with
that.
Lefleur. We don't play that, man.
Hey, man, you
Hey,
had
the
enough
thing
of
of it
that.
is, this speech has been entrenched in every head coach that come in here. As soon as they get to that microphone, they talk about the Packers, bro. It's entrenched in a bit. We the two oldest teams in the league, bro. That's what it is. So it's good to have a coach that embraces that and can back it up. It'll be
Yeah,
one thing
yeah,
if you came in here talking that trash and you like
yeah,
all the rest of them, just let the Packers whoop on us like some
yeah.
disobedient ass kid. No, we got the heat for you, and we letting you know what type of energy it is. I appreciate that.
I'll
I'm
say
with
this.
you.
I'll say
I'm
this.
with you.
I'll say this.
We ain't friends, man. We
I'll
ain't
say
friends.
this. I'll say this. Lovey Smith did the same thing, but just in a more decorum way, as Nando would say. Lovey did the same thing as far as I'm coming here. I want to beat the Packers. If you remember his introductory press conference,
Yeah,
he said the
all
same
up.
thing. He just didn't use the colorful language that Ben Johnson used.
Oh,
But he was adamant.
That's his
He was,
personality,
yeah,
though.
yeah, yeah.
That's
He
his
was
Hey,
adamant.
man.
He was
personality.
adamant.
Ron
exactly.
Cole did the
Yeah,
same thing.
Hey, bro.
Ron Cole,
Right, yeah, Pose did
Hey,
it.
bro.
Eberflus did it. All of them talk that stuff, but they got whooped on the field.
Hey, man.
yeah.
not
Hey, bro.
Not Lovey
Brian
though.
said,
Lovey went about 500, man. Don't do no
But
Lovey like that.
no, but yeah. Lovey did decent. Lovey did decent.
yeah, but back to what Brian said. Like he said, he name dropped dude. He didn't say, "Oh, I like beating the Packers twice
No.
So
when I
yeah,
was in
yeah.
Detroit." He name dropped dude. He let y'all
He
know what
did.
time it is from the door. I don't mess with dude. I want to beat him. I don't. Come on, man.
Hey,
Like we grown men, bro. Like we not stupid. He let y'all know I'm not dude. He letting the fans know I'm not dude friend, man. I want to beat him. It ain't got nothing to do with the Packers. I want to beat him. It's
It was
personal with him.
crazy. Hey,
It's
Ab, you can
personal.
pull it
I knew
up.
that from the first press
I am.
conference.
I
It's
am. I'm about to
personal with
pull it
him
up.
and LeFleur. It's personal.
It was fun. It was funny was the little smirk he had while he was saying it though.
Yes,
That was
yes,
freaky, bro. That
yes.
was
Hey,
hey, then he
big,
kind of looked to the side, grinning like, yeah, I just like beating the floor twice a year. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he
hey,
put a
Hey
target
man,
on his back right then and
When,
there, and he beat
when
him
you
yeah,
twice this
when
year. So I'm with it.
yeah.
when you
Nah,
do that
Fernando, hey
about
man, you ain't said nothing wrong, bro. I just said like, I mean, everybody just being too soft these days, man. That's all I'm saying, man. It's football. They men. He shook his hand, he went on about his business, and he talked his stuff in the locker room. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, big,
I mean,
big.
look, Ben Johnson been in the division,
I'm
been
sure
in
they
this
talk before the
division.
game. That's what we can be cordial and talk before the game. Hey, how you doing? How y'all feel? Y'all good? Okay, yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know if they meet. You know, a lot of coaches meet before the game. They kind of talk. I don't know if they did or not. If
Yeah,
they didn't, then it's a real issue.
I
I just
think you
seen,
hit the
a
nail
lot
on
of
the
coaches
head
talk before.
with this journalism nowadays, man. It's piss poor
Oh
journalism.
yeah, oh yeah,
oh yeah, for
It's
sure,
it's
for
horrible.
sure, for
definitely.
sure.
Oh yeah.
Big Twan Clayton checking in on YouTube said bear down. The Packers had to pack it up. I think that's to you, Donnie. That's your guy.
Yeah,
I think
that was me.
that's specifically for you. I am going to pull up the post game just in case people didn't see it. This is Ben Johnson at the end of the game. He used some colorful language, but this is Ben Johnson. So that's the gist of it. He said that. Hey, when I seen that, I immediately thought of you, Vic, because you've been saying that for a long time on Facebook. You've been saying it for a long time. I like the energy. That's not my cup of tea as far as the colorful language, but I'm definitely down with him not liking the Packers and that whole thing because it's needed. Like you say, we need a coach.
Right. I get it, man. It ain't everybody's cup of tea, man. My father was in the military, man, and you know what I'm saying? And he was a church goer. But at times when he get fired up about his sports, everything fly out this man mouth, man. So you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is, especially when it comes to with the Packers and the Bears rivalry. Like I said, man, it's handed down from tradition to tradition and families, man. Like to have this coach just have, like he said, to just go on camera and say that, bro. How can I find some flaws in that being a fan of this team for 40 years? How can I find a flaw in that? I can't. I get what you said about the core, bro, but that wasn't the time for it. Get the cameras out. Keep that part sacred. Keep that part sacred. If you don't want to hear the truth, keep that part sacred. Let them have that part to themselves. Don't have them cameras there where you can hear that then. If not, I don't want him dumbed down. I don't want him filtered. I want him who he is, uncut and raw. And that's who Ben is, and I love it.
I think
We
I'm gonna say one thing.
even for the Bears to post that, like that's their clip, and they posted that on their own social media page. So they went through the hierarchy of approval to get.
Yeah, McCaskey agreed to
look,
that.
They agreed to it. Like, I love
Hey,
from the top
send
down.
it.
Sin.
Let's go.
Hey,
Hey, bro, that's some and like you said, that's some give back. Cause I mean, bro, that was really a kick in the teeth to Bears fans the way Rodgers did that, bro. It was like, man, I was like, that was like foul. Yeah, but he did, but that was kind of like foul. I'm like, we need some give back, and this how it is. That's how it go. Karma. That's how karma go.
Hey,
Right,
this
Rodgers ain't had no quorum with that belt and talking about he on y'all. So what's up with that? How come we couldn't be professional and just like, hey, I won the game and
Why do
on
we
to the
have to
next
be
season.
especially when it comes to them? He probably wouldn't have said that about nobody else. We talking about the Packers. That's what they say about us. That's what we gonna say about them, including the coaches. Y'all don't like it, get over it.
So look.
Go ahead, Nando.
Hey, Nando, I'm gonna give you the last word. Hold on, real quick. But this reminds me of a rap beef. I feel like it's real beef, real tension. Like I think it's a rap beef going on. Hey, Nando, you got the last word, bro.
Having real beef in sports is good. Having that type of energy for your team is great. Having that type of rivalry is great as well. And having that energy is good. It's good leadership. My concern, right, is this. If Ben Johnson is like, hey, this is just an emotional reaction now, and we're just doing this for this one game, that's great. But if you carry that into the next season, what happens in that game because your players follow your energy? In that game, when your players do a stupid penalty and a sportsmanlike conduct because they're carrying that energy to the next game and they're penalized or they get a fine. Ben Johnson ain't paying that fine. That player is because they're following the leader who's saying F the Packers.
Hey,
That's
we go.
You got to have a little bit more decorum.
I think
your
the Bears fans
off
like
of you.
I
You
think
don't want to
Bears,
go into a game and doing something stupid because of your energy.
I think that I hear what you're saying, but I think the Bears fans like give me all
Hey
the
man,
smoke.
if your coach saying if the Packers make you go out and do a stupid penalty, you don't need to be in the NFL.
You don't need to be playing it
Listen,
out.
You don't need to be playing in the NFL.
Well, they say the head coach is the leader of men. So
It is, but I'm sorry though, bro.
Ben Johnson
Bro, not that,
has
not that though, dog. Not that. But go ahead.
He
It's
has
football.
proven that he gonna hold people accountable. So you go out there and play around if you want to. You might be missing more than a game check moving forward. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I do think I understand where you're coming from, but I think that this is what was needed in this rivalry. It was needed for our organization. We haven't had a coach with this type of energy since Mike Dicker. You know, everybody since them,
Real
it's like
talk.
they were so scared of that energy. Everybody since then has had decorum. Everybody else has been professional. Everybody else.
Everybody want to be politically correct
But
when it comes to this rivalry.
Let's not forget this man has been in this division for years. He's
He know
been
what it
going
is.
to war with the Packers. And this dude is a Chicagoan by heart. He's been going to Cubs games since he was a kid. He know what this is like. He understands it. So he playing into it. This WWE more than it is maybe a rap beef. But
Bro, the man said this was his dream job as a kid. When he first thought about being a coach, this was the team he thought about being the head coach of.
All right, Nando, I'm gonna give you the last word again.
Line by line.
Nando, you got the last word again.
No, I was just saying that I wish we could play like the week 2 of this podcast side by side because the energy is so different, is so high, and I love it because you guys didn't sound the same after week 2, man. But I love your energy this week.
I don't think nobody would.
No. 0-2.
Hey man, we had just gave up 52 points to the Lions. We was 0-2, and I definitely was looking forward to the draft. I remember.
Al, I'm gonna tell you this. You know I'm a Bucks fan. I got my Bucks banner behind me.
Yeah.
But I'm rocking your Bears this year, man. I'm
Let's go.
rooting for you guys all the way.
Let's go. I want to get to Matt Lefleur, and I want to get it back to D-Hop, man. I believe that the Packers hate us just the way we hate the Packers. And for them to lose the last 2 games the way they lost them, onside kick, we come back and win. Then this game, come back and win. I haven't listened to Green Bay radio station. I used to all the time just to keep up with everything, but I'm pretty sure they got to feel some type of way about Matt Lefleur. And we got Mike Tomlin and John Harbaugh sitting out there as candidates. Do you want Matt Lefleur? Should he be gone? Should he be fired?
Nah, definitely not. I don't feel like Matt Lefleur should be fired because, like, you got to take into account his team, the injuries. Like we lost Micah Parsons. Our pass rush been gone since he was there. Since he left. He can't open up nothing for nobody else. Rashawn Gary missing. Lucas Van Ness hurt. We played with injuries. You know what I'm saying? Now don't get me wrong. Would I like to see some different stuff from Matt Lefleur? But the culture, you can't. I don't think you're gonna get something from a Mike Tomlin or a John Harbaugh. I don't want either one of them. I don't feel like Mike Tomlin gonna take a job nowhere, and John Harbaugh ain't the coach for Green Bay. You know, I watched what he did in Baltimore. I feel like Matt LaFleur's system will work eventually. You get what I'm saying? I mean, the man wins. He haven't won. He haven't won the games we want him to win, but for that system that he got there and that program that he got, the culture that he has, there's no way they should be thinking about getting rid of him. Matt LaFleur hit the scene right now. He will be the #1 coach that everybody go after.
I agree.
I would say this. Well, he does have 1 year left on his contract, and it's like lame duck, and they ain't renewed him yet. We still got time, of course, but I do want to go around the corner. Is there any chance that he get fired, Ronnie?
Nah, LaFleur. If they try to lowball him, I don't think it'll be a firing thing. I think it'll be a mutual pardon where he know what he worth. He see what coaches like Ben Johnson, fresh off the market, ain't accomplished nothing as a head coach, and the type of money that he garnered, they got to pay him. If they try to lowball him and play, I think that's the only reason why it's taking longer than it should have. Because they want to come in the mid and say you lost these games, but you got to pay him like the market suggests.
Vontae, any chance LaFleur is out of there because he lost to the Bears 2 times like this?
No, not at all.
Okay. Mike?
It's always a chance, but I don't think it'll happen.
Vic?
Yeah, like Mike said, anything is possible, man. I've seen stranger things happen. We've seen coaches get fired after they won the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So anything is possible, but I don't think so, and I don't think he deserved to be fired, man. I don't.
Well, we didn't seen Mike Tomlin steps down, and then John Harbaugh got fired just because of that last game. Big Brian, like I say, for me, I think it's a chance because of the way he lost to the Bears these last 2 times. This is a rivalry, and it seems like Ben Johnson. It seems like he's bullying him a little bit. When you look at the handshake, it just seemed like I'm the big dog on campus now, and now you little dog. And I don't think Green Bay take kindly to that. Like, you think there's a chance he get fired, Brian?
I think anything is possible. You know what I mean? Like you said, but I probably I see him finishing out his deal as well. Like,
do you think?
Go ahead, my bad.
No. So you said finishing out his deal, like they not gonna renew him? They just gonna let him play his deal out?
I think he might be in a lame duck situation. Is make or break this year. You lose to the Bears 2 times next year. You go over there to San Francisco, dude. Get out of here. Scram.
I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
Nando.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You finish up.
No, I was just thinking about just moving on to the next game as well. It's like, do you think that he will have? If I got a problem with the dude for the Packers, his name escapes me. Then McVay might not be too. He might not be that far on the list too. He might be on the hit list too. To knock McVay off. As to let everybody know I am the new offensive wizard on the map. You know what I mean?
Ronnie, any chance? Fernando.
I say no, not in the basis of firing him. I think he's done a great job in the context that there's a lot of coaching vacancies. I don't think anybody wants to inherit a Packers team that's going to be way over the cap. They're going to have a hard time finding a coach without draft picks that they lost, wanting to take that job to make it favorable.
Job on YouTube says, man, they're not going to fire Buddy. And then Varney said they might trade him. Remember, they have no official owner. They will want to save some money. We haven't had a coach trade in a while. That rarely happens, but it's possible, But I think that's highly unlikely. I want to get to.
Did it happen with Denver and the Saints?
Sean Payton?
Yeah,
I think so, but I'm not quite sure. But I think that was the last time that it happened.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's get to this Rams at Bears, man. It's reported out there. I haven't looked at the official numbers, but Matt Stafford 1-9. under 40 degrees. That sounds well. If you look at this team, the Packers team, we know Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, those boys are a problem. I'm hoping our DBs can line up with them. Mike, I want to bring it to you first. Give me some predictions and what's the key to this game?
Well, you already know what my prediction is, man. I'm riding with the Bears, man. I'm just riding with the hot hand right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, them coming in at 1-9. I mean, that's the real factor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's not a good record. And the Bears are pretty good against the Rams over the last few years. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so
Yeah.
um, I honestly think that the cold weather and the energy that the Bears are going to have, I think that'll slow them down just enough for Caleb, for the Iceman to go to work, dog. Stafford, one thing
Yeah.
about it, Stafford is not mobile. He's
Yeah.
not going anywhere.
That's fact.
Yeah, what's his name? Jordan Love got out a little bit, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Stepped up
yeah.
a little bit. Hey man, Buddy not doing none of that. I watched him last week. He could have picked the first down up. My man just fell down.
Yeah.
I said, okay, so Stafford he's not gonna wow you with his legs. So if you can get enough pressure right there, now he's gonna get the ball out quick. He's got great receivers,
Yeah.
awesome receivers, and tight ends. They run more 3 tight end packages than anybody in the league. And them boys are mean. Them tight ends. So they're gonna have their work cut out. But I think the ball, you know what I'm saying, be a little hard. It's gonna be real nice and cold. It's gonna be colder than it was this past week. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, your boy Jordan Love ball looked a little funny out there. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't as cold, but it's gonna be real cold. The Stafford done played in a couple cold games, but like I said, the boy 1-9. So
Yeah.
and then I want to say one more thing though. And last week that was on the road to a Carolina team that I think that y'all, are way better than Carolina.
I do too. Yeah.
And they kind of struggle with Carolina on the road. So
Yeah.
I mean, they going to another hostile West Coast.
Yeah.
Hey man, I
And
kind of like the Bears in this matchup. And then if I was a bet man, I'm definitely taking the 3.5 at home.
McVay is 2-3 overall against the Bears and 0-2 in Chicago for context. D-Hop,
Mhm.
what you thinking about this game, man? I know you ain't happy about your Packers losing, but I think you said you rolling with us if your team out.
I want to. I'm from this area, so I want to see if Chicago do it. It's something I want to see. Last time they won, I wasn't living, so
Yeah.
it's something. But
Damn.
right. But honestly, I feel like it depends on which side of the coin you get on your defense. If y'all get that first half with this Green Bay game, LA the number one offense, they gonna hang more Green Bay. So
Yeah.
if Chicago depends on Caleb to do what he did in the fourth quarter,
Yeah.
to the Rams,
Yeah.
the Rams could be up 35 points at that point. You get them.
Yeah.
It's gonna be harder to chase them down if the defense got to play the whole game playing against them. You can't not play and expect this man to bail you out at the end. If they defense show up, they find. I feel like the Rams played down to the Panthers last week. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why I feel like that. I feel like the Rams defense allowed them to, you know what I'm saying, to stay in that game. That's the one thing that Caleb might not have to be the Iceman because of the defense. You know what I'm saying?
So look,
Chicago's deep.
I like what you did there. Last show we did a lot of PSAs to Bears players. Defensive coordinator Montez Sweat, Vic gave one to Ben Johnson. I gave one out to Dennis Allen. So I'm thinking either I can give him one or you can give him one. It's up to you if you want to give it. But I gave one a PSA to Dennis Allen last week. I think he came through in the second half. You making your debut. So if you want to give a PSA to Dennis Allen, I would give you some FaceTime and tell him what he needs to do against the LA Rams.
No, you know what? I'm rolling with y'all, but I don't mess with y'all, bro.
Okay, I just checking. I was just checking. So don't worry about nothing. I'll take care of it. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm glad you didn't, because I wanted to do this again anyway. Dennis Allen, Allen Powell's show. Do not let Puka Nacua, Devontae Adams, and that squad run up and down in the first half like you did with Green Bay. This ain't the time. Hey, you've been playing this game all season. Enough is enough. This is the second time I gotta give a PSA out to you. I think you got it in the second half. You got it a little late, but I appreciate that you got it. But first half, get to it. BTA, get to it. Matt Stafford, get to it. All right.
I would say
yeah.
One thing that the Bears can do or the offense can do to help the defense is get off to a fast start.
Yes.
Run the ball, manage the clock, and keep old man Matt Stafford sitting on the sideline.
Yeah.
He a 37-year-old man. The weather already, like they're saying, is going to be 14 degrees, gusty winds.
Yeah.
So force them to have to throw that ball in the air, and the defense is going to be opportunistic and and be able to get some takeaways. Yeah. But I believe it's the offense going to have to help them out in this game and control the clock.
Got you. Ronnie, what you got? Predictions, key to the game.
I think the key is the defense and cutting them slants off and cutting them tight ends when they go in that 13 package. I think it's all about slowing them down on defense and then us running the ball. We got to get that running game going again so we can milk the clock and put up points early. And once we force Stafford to throw like that, and the run is no longer an option, we can get at least 2 up out of him. I think he'd give us a couple interceptions because, like he said, he's not mobile. You know what I'm saying? So once you get a little flustered, he gonna throw it up, and we taking that.
Brian, I'm worried about Kyler Gordon. He didn't look healthy. They was roasting him like they was roasting C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Hopefully he's a little bit better this week. What's your keys to the game and what's your prediction?
Keys to the game is, the offense got to start hot. I think Caleb has to get comfortable taking the check down and keeping the drive sustained to keep Matthew Stafford off the field. I do think with the conditions and everything, the momentum, home field advantage, I think I'm riding with the Bears on this. I don't have a score. I hate giving scores. I'm always wrong with that. So I'm going to just say Bears win. It's going to be a close one. The defense has to be sound. I think both defenses have their weaknesses. Yeah. So I think that's like a catch game there. I think the offense, we gotta put up a fight like we did against San Francisco. Yeah. Come out shooting. None of that counter punching, waiting to the second half to make adjustments. Yeah. You got to come right out and start fast. And I am worried about Kyler Gordon. I'm worried about Jalen Johnson as well. These guys aren't healthy, but hopefully Dennis Allen heard you and he schemed something up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Fernando, what's your keys to the game? Prediction.
You wear out that Rams defense. You run that ball. You run it, but on the defensive side, you be aggressive, but you don't overcommit. What I mean by that is the Rams are tricky with that 13 package, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Halfback screens and even tight end screens.
Yeah.
So if you overcommit, you might lose opportunities to prevent that. So try to keep the guy in front of you. Like, be aggressive, but don't overcommit. So
yeah. Who you got winning the game?
I like a close game here.
Okay.
Probably total under 48. Not going to be high scoring. So, I see like a 21-17 game.
Okay. Weather conditions. I like
Fair.
that.
Yeah.
Vic, I gave my PSA to Dennis Allen. You gave one to Ben Johnson last week. Give me your keys if you want to give another one, because I feel like they got to it last week. The floor is yours, but give me your keys to the game.
I don't even need the FaceTime, bro. But the keys for me, for the Bears is, honestly, man, they have to stop the Rams running game. So we ain't even spoke on the run game. They got 2 very capable backs, too, while everybody talking about the tight end. The key to the Bears is you can't give up everything. The Bears have holes on defense. We know that. So expecting them to come out and expecting the leopard to change his stripes overnight, that is not going to happen. What the Bears can't do when they get gassed in the run game and the pass game. So the Bears have to stop the run game. And then on the other side, Ben have to reestablish our run game, like Rodney said. We got to establish that run game that that was putting up 200 yards a game for like a 3, 4, 5, 6 yard stretch that carried us to the division crown. We got to find that run game. We haven't had it since the first Packers game.
Yeah. What, you got a score?
I still like the Bears. I like the Bears, bro, at home, man. I think we get enough points. I say the Bears win 25-19.
25-19, 20. I got the Bears 24-21. 24-21 Bears. I like the stats of Matt Stafford, McVay, 0-2 in Chicago. I'm gonna roll with those stats and hopefully it pan out.
I just don't see this being like an offensive juggernaut game for either team in this weather conditions, man. Like both coaches gonna be smart with the ball. So that passing game to Nakua and all that and that stuff and maybe our deep game and stuff is not gonna be there. So it's gonna be like who's smart with the ball, who can make the less amount of mistakes. And I think that's gonna be the Bears.
All right. Well, there it is. This is going to be a longer show than usual because I got to get to some of these other topics, man. The divisional round playoffs. Mike, Josh Allen heard you. He won the first game. Now it's Bills and Broncos. Give me your predictions real quick. Bills, Broncos, 49ers, Seahawks, and Texans, Patriots.
Man, I hope the Bills and the Broncos lose. You know what I'm saying? So real quick, I mean, it's hard for me to root for the Broncos, man. I can't just sit up here and be watching and be like, oh, yeah, you know, so I want you to beat Josh Allen. But I can't stand Josh Allen, but I respect him so much because he is a dog to where, you know what I'm saying? I'm going with Denver, though. I'm going with Denver.
Okay.
I think this might where the train stops with Josh. But if you hear me again, if he go out there and handle business, this what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? I like the Seahawks in that game. I like the Bears. And I'm riding with Houston. I'm riding with that defense to go up there and hand Drake May a home loss.
Okay. D Hop, give me your divisional round predictions.
Oh man, I think Broncos D get it done against Josh Allen. Seattle. I disagree with the Houston D. I mean, you know, they defense is like that, but I feel like the Patriots to get that one done. I don't trust CJ like that.
Okay.
You know, CJ Stroud question mark for me right there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, Ronnie, what you got?
I got the Broncos over the Bills. I got the 49ers over the Seahawks. I feel like Sam Darnold can't be trusted like that. And San Francisco, even though they've been to the division round before, they used to success, man. I think Purdy is more apt to deal with that than Sam Darnold. I'm gonna go with the Patriots over the Texans because I think the Texans defense is gonna be something crazy, but I just don't trust Texans quarterback right now, man. He looked lousy in that last game, and I don't think that's something you can just bounce back from against an elite defense like the Patriots. And I got the Bears, so
okay. Vontae, what you got?
I'm gonna roll with the Broncos. Josh Allen was kind of beat up this last week, so I don't know how he gonna come out looking. And I'm gonna roll with New England. I just trust Drake May over CJ Stroud more at this point in time. And then I'm gonna roll with the 49ers. I believe like if they win, if the Bears win, the Bears have another home game, right?
Yes.
So that's what I'm gonna roll with. I believe that game could be a toss-up, but I'm gonna say the 49ers.
Already. Let me see. Vic, what you got?
I'm riding with Josh Allen, man. I got the Bills over the Broncos. I can't stand Sean Payton. I'm riding with the Seahawks at home, and I think they're gonna blow the 49ers out.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. I think they're gonna blow them out. Yeah. And I got obviously the Bears, and then I'm looking at CJ to have a bounce back game, and I like that Texans defense to go up there and get it done. Drake May looked the greatest in that last game either, you know. So he looked the kind of jittery too, and I think CJ gonna bounce back.
Okay. Nando, what you got?
I got the Broncos losing to the Bills.
Okay.
That although the Broncos have a great defense, I think Nix is going to choke a little bit. That's just me.
Okay. Bo Nix, yeah, he's a young quarterback. Okay.
In a big game like that, that's just me. However, I'm going to contradict myself and say I trust Drake May. You got a Houston defense against a good Patriots defense, and I look at weather conditions. Moving from a dome to weather conditions, change it up. Yeah, to beat the Packers, and plus, we're not saying no possible Nico Collins. That changes the game, guys.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a concussion, I think.
Concussion. Yeah.
That's gonna change the game. As
That's
far as
huge.
the game go, man, losing George Kittle is a big loss for San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah, they beat Philly, but Philly was a self-destructive team. I think the Seahawks got the best defense in the NFL.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll with the Seahawks. I'm going to roll with the Patriots, and I'm going to roll with the Bills.
Okay. And then Brian, you last up, my guy. What's your predictions?
Last up, I'm gonna go Broncos. I almost think it's gonna be a Bears Broncos Super Bowl. You heard it here first.
Orange and blue.
I like the Texans over the Patriots, and I would rather see Seattle over the 49ers. So I'm gonna go Seattle over the 49ers for that win, and the Bears can beat Seattle easier, I think, than having to get into a shootout with the 49ers. I don't want that.
You don't want to shoot it out?
Hey, look, man.
No.
Hey, they're gonna be in Chicago. Ain't gonna be no shootout.
Now,
Chicago.
when you put the home field advantage in there, I think I'm leaning that way.
Yeah.
And what better story than to say I ran through LaFleur, McVay, and Shanahan on my way to a Super Bowl.
Fact.
That's
a fact.
crazy.
Yeah.
That would be great, bro. But that 12 man up there in Seattle, bro, and that 49ers. That 49ers secondary can be exposed, bro. See, the Philadelphia Eagles don't have the passing game to do it. I'll be honest, they don't have the offensive system to do it. Seattle and Jackson Smith, and you can say what you want to about Sam Darnold. They finna put up some points on that defense, man. I'm sorry. They finna put some defense. They're not gonna be able to keep up. This 49ers not gonna be able to keep up. They not putting up points on Seattle. They not.
So look, these are my picks. I got the Bills. I think Josh Allen gonna put the cape on again. And like y'all say, I don't think Bo Nix is hit or miss. He can have a messed up game, and so Josh Allen put his cape on, gonna get it done. I'm rolling with the Texans. I think CJ can have a bounce back game as well, and I love their defense better than I like the Patriots defense. I'm rolling with San Fran solely because I want if the Bears win to get a home game at the crib, and I think we got some get to them anyway. And of course, I'm going with the Bears. So. Those are the division round playoffs. I want to get to Mike Tomlin, man. He stepped down from the Steelers, and I'm curious why. It's been a lot of rumblings about him, being fired or parting ways, whatever the case may be. We all saw him go against John Harbaugh. It was like whoever loses that game gonna get fired, basically. John Harbaugh lost, he got fired. And then it's the first playoff game, Mike Tomlin loses, then he quote unquote steps down. Why do y'all think he stepped down? Was it too much noise, or was he just think it's time to go? Because he's been making lemonade out of lemons with that mediocre roster he's been having for a long time.
And I think that's why you step down, because no matter what he does with these mediocre rosters they keep giving him, the narrative is going to be he didn't win it in the playoffs. And that just ain't fair. This whole offseason, they had opportunities to try to go and get a quarterback, and they sat and wait for Aaron Rodgers like he was the savior of the damn franchise. And that's putting him in a messed up situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is he really going to win with Aaron Rodgers as his quarterback? The man can't even move, and he's not going to run to scramble for a first down. So I think he got tired of having mediocre rosters that he overachieved with and then get strife about not winning nothing with them. Like, no, give me a competent football team and let me see what I can do with it. But they don't want to spend the money. They want to, pigeonhole him and then criticize the job that he does. I think he did a good job in saying, you know what, let me take my talents elsewhere.
That's a great point. And I'm wondering, like, why the GM ain't stepping down or getting fired? He the one putting this trash team together. D-Hop, what you think about Mike Tomlin?
Yeah, I think Mike Tomlin stepped down because of the chaos, though. You know what I'm saying? If you're not supporting me and bringing in the people to help me build this team and build a winning organization, and it's crazy because in 19 seasons, never had a losing season. You get a coach like that step away, you got to say something about what's going on. It's something that changed. 19 years at this, and I can't get over the hump. So I don't feel like he's going to coach nowhere else. I don't think that. I think he's going to go to TV somewhere. I think he might just be tired of all the noise. You know what I'm saying? But he proved himself. 19, what other coach can say they did that? I mean, it's a few. but it's a select few. I think he like number 7 or something like that. So.
Yeah. And then, I always hated for the black man, too. I ain't going to lie, man. Like, the dude has been doing this thing, man, and it's already hard enough for the black coaches, man. And this dude been doing this thing with mediocre rosters, and he still got to step down because of so much noise. Brian, what you think about Mike Tomlin, what he did?
Man, I think he tired of making lemonade, man. You know what I'm saying? I think he's just tired. Like, hey, man, give me somebody else around here that can help me. Get some wins on the board, spend some money, and you
Yeah.
keep giving me these dysfunctional wide receivers. And ultimately, I think his voices might have fell on deaf ears over the years because none of these guys were there in the glory days. So now you living off his resume and not what he's done for me lately. So I don't think he was on the verge of getting fired though, because the Steelers are notoriously loyal to their coaches. So I think he was there as long as he wanted a job. He probably just need a break. Let me spend some time with my kids, my family, my wife.
Yeah.
So I think he just got a little tired of the job, man.
Mike, what you think?
Yep, yeah. I definitely think he got tired of the noise. And I always felt like Pittsburgh always had good rosters because they didn't have had a losing record. So the roster was fine. It's the quarterback. They didn't get that man no quarterback, man. A lot of games that they lost or could have won is good quarterback play. You know what I'm saying? Tomlin had always had good defenses. They always had some kind of receivers. They might have been divas later, but they had nice receivers, tight ends, always offensive line. They was always built in the trenches, defensive offense. He ain't had no quarterback, man. They didn't go out here and draft one. I'm thinking Shador would have been the perfect spot for him, right? Or any one of the young quarterbacks. They didn't do it. Like I said, you waited on Aaron Rodgers. Come on, man. And then I think it was week. I can't remember which one it was. They, fired Tomlin. The whole stadium going like, man. Then he win like 3 or 4 straight after that, and they backed on him again. You know what I'm saying? So, after this loss, he knew he couldn't win with that dude, man. He couldn't go deep in the playoffs with Aaron Rodgers. So he stepped down. Like, okay, y'all not gonna give me a quality quarterback. I'm gonna step down.
Vontae?
Yeah, I think it was his decision to step away. And it's just crazy to think about that Pittsburgh only had 3 coaches since 1969. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I know I believe that he will continue to coach.
Okay.
I know he do got a year left on his deal. So if he were to go somewhere else, it would have to be a trade. But one team that I instantly think of, like you said, was Shador. I think the Cleveland Browns, it'd be a good spot for him. I believe he'll get that organization credibility from day one. And when he show up, they got a good defense. And I believe that he, his presence can instantly change the organization, and he'll have some say in the things that goes on from from the president, from the GM all down.
Hey, just what you saying that.
I'll go to Baltimore.
Just what you saying that it's all speculation for me, but if he was to do that, it'll let me know that he had a problem with the Steelers not going ahead and drafting Shador. If he make that move go to the Browns, that could have been, something that rubbed them the wrong way too. Like here it is, we ain't got no quarterback, and y'all siding with all the other owners of the NFL to intentionally not draft this young good quarterback. So if he went to the Browns, it'll show a lot about what he really thought behind the doors in them draft rooms and not drafting Shador.
And if they would have drafted Shador, it probably would have gave him some energy. Like, okay, I got somebody. If I would have got Aaron Rodgers and Shador, like, okay, let Shador learn from Aaron Rodgers. I got some energy for upcoming years. I won't be so drained.
We building something. We building something.
Yeah. Right. Vic, what you think?
Yeah, man, y'all had already touched on it, so I don't want to beat a dead drum, but he got tired of it, bro. Like we said, he ain't had a good quarterback since Roethlisberger. Yeah. And he didn't even draft him. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was Bill Cowher's. That was one of Bill Cowher's last draft picks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Giants would be a good location.
I don't think he coaches next year. I think he take a year away and maybe like y'all said, I think he'll do TV or something like that. Because I don't think no team want to give up compensation when you can wait another season and get him for nothing.
Right. Nando, what you think?
I think he's just tired. You say if he had drafted Shador, he'd have been energized. No, man, 19 years in a job and you down on your own. I just celebrated 9 years at my job. I'm tired.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact.
So you just said he tired.
Yeah, he's gonna take a year off, recalibrate, and really see if he, you know, he'll make the best make. I mean, Bill Belichick stepped down after 24 years, and he won 6 Super Bowls. They're tired. It's okay to do that. It's okay to get change, right?
Yeah.
So I think he sits back for a year, watches the game, sees his best situation, and comes back if he needs to. But I'm gonna say, man, hats off to Tomlin, dude. Hats off to Tomlin. He's not a great coach. He was a great example of a great leader.
Yeah.
Doned himself and conducted himself as a coach. He wasn't in locker room saying, F the Packers.
Hey, man, he won.
Well, he just didn't get caught on camera saying it.
Hey, he won.
That part.
I like bro, but didn't he triple play up the sideline?
He did.
Okay, all right. Okay. Touche.
Hey, man,
Touche.
he just said something in the press conference. He was like, if my aunt had man parts, she'll be my uncle. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey, Mike Tomlin won 63% of his games, won the Super Bowl, made another 2 Super
Hall of
Bowls.
Famer.
Yeah,
First
man.
ballot.
8-12 in the postseason, not the best record, but 19
Got a Super Bowl though. Got that Super Bowl. That make up for that.
Already. Hey, I want to get to some basketball news, man, because some stuff came out, man, and I'm curious about, man. Austin Reaves, Rich Paul went on a podcast and said they should trade Austin Reaves for Jaren Jackson Jr. And I was like, back in the day, this would mean something because LeBron had all the power. I don't know if he got all the power now, but I don't know if I'm Austin Reaves, if I like it or not. You know what I'm saying? You got your agent, and then LeBron comes back and says, Rich Paul is his own man, this, that, and the other. They ain't got nothing to do with me. But if you're a basketball player on the court, Ronnie, and your teammate's agent talking about they should trade me, how you feeling about that?
I'm gonna have a problem with it, man. Like this your agent. Keep control your agent, bro. Like, don't speak on me. You know what I'm saying? Only person you should be speaking about is LeBron. Now trade him over there because he don't want to stick no defense. And Jared will come over here and stick some defense, some much needed defense in LA. So, I feel a way about the Lakers having Doncic and LeBron both playing essentially the same position, regardless of what you call it. They both need to be ball dominant. So if Rich Paul want to talk and have that conversation, talk about LeBron going over there and getting out of there and stop holding the boys back.
Yeah. And I think he's on his last leg, man.
Go ahead. I mean, the writing's on the wall. You have to look at it, man. The Lakers, all they did was give LeBron a qualifying offer. They didn't try to sign him to no extension. They're done with you after this, buddy. They're done with you after this year. They going young. Austin Reaves ain't going nowhere, and I just feel like I know Rich Paul, you know what I'm saying, the kind of guy he is. LeBron probably didn't have anything to do with that. I'm not going to say that. But one thing I will say, though, bro, that's coming out of your house. So get your house in order. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's your man's. That's your man's. And I feel like that's coming out your crib. So get your crib in order.
Yep.
Yeah. D-Hop, if you on the court, if you Austin Reaves, how you feeling about this?
I mean, I don't pay it that much attention. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that man entitled to his opinion like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? It wouldn't rub me the wrong way about somebody talking about me like, oh, well, his value is up there and all that. I mean, I feel like people try to make situations bigger than what they are. I mean, that's what right now we on here talking about it. That's what they do. They talk about it. Go in there and play ball.
The only problem with that is LeBron has been known to get shit people out. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So that's the context with that. Like,
so just like Victor just said, the Lakers done with LeBron after this year anyway. You ain't got the pull to push nobody up out of here. It's Luka team. This ain't your team no more.
He trying to make one more shot before he leave. He trying to pull one more string before he leave.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Brian, how you feel about the comments, man?
Man, where's the decorum when you need it? You know what I'm saying? Like
there's no shots fired.
No, I'm messing with Fernando. But I just think Rich Paul kind of overstepped his boundaries with that. You're an agent. historically agents play the background.
Yeah.
Stop trying to you was a role player for him in high school. You're a role player for him as his agent. Play your role and just be quiet. You trying to get into the spotlight too much for me, and you like Diddy all in the
Yeah.
video.
Damn,
All in the
you
videos. He a
sound like
celebrity.
Suge Knight.
He
You
a
sound like
celebrity
Suge Knight
agent.
right now.
He a
Say it
celebrity.
again, B. Say it again, B.
I mean, he all in the videos, man.
Come
Diddy,
on,
man.
come on,
Come
Yeah,
on,
come on.
man.
yeah.
I
He a
don't like
celebrity
that.
agent.
I remember. I remember not hearing agents.
Yeah.
Maybe Drew Rosenhaus. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean, what have you done outside of being LeBron's friend? Right? Could you have done this without LeBron's name being attached to you? Would you
Yeah.
still be this
Nope.
guy? You know
Nope.
what I mean? So I think maybe just be quiet a little bit, man. You
Humble
ruffling
yourself.
feathers.
Humble
Yeah,
yourself.
I don't like that. I
That's
don't
it.
like that.
Hey,
And
Nat.
that sound like collusion and all type tampering and all type of stuff, man. You doing
That
too
do.
much,
It
man.
do.
Right,
It
You
do.
know,
right,
you
right.
doing too
Exactly.
much.
Fernando, he said, "Where's the decorum?" What you think about this?
Well, listen. First of all, anybody has the right to say what they want to say if they have running a podcast. But when you're an actual agent, you're actually crossing a line.
Mm-hmm.
And if I was Austin Reaves, I won't worry about LeBron, but I'll be talking to my agent to basically draft up like a gag order against Rich Paul to be like, my client's name out your I'm about to get upset out your mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
You're crossing some lines that you shouldn't be doing. So he needs to know his place. Either you're running a podcast or you're going to be an agent. Stop trying to dabble in both worlds.
But that's what his player does. He doing a podcast and playing ball at the same time. Got JJ Redick hired, so that's what they do. LeBron been doing all this new stuff, and that's one of the critiques.
I get that, and LeBron is going to continue to do what he does because the league allows it. That's what I'm saying. If I'm Austin Reaves, I'm not going to worry about LeBron because he's been doing what he's doing. I'm going to my agent to let my agent handle things from a matter of legality to put a gag on LeBron's agent.
Yeah. Okay.
There's ways to do it because if I sit down and worry about emotion, it affects my game time. No. I pay this agent to handle my stuff. Let him handle it.
Hey, next time he comes to the game, man, Reed said just Will Smith, Chris Rockham. Keep my name out your mouth.
Yeah.
I'm just talking, man.
If he was
Fernando wasn't like that. Fernando wasn't like that. That's just showing no decorum.
Vontae, what you think?
No, y'all all said it. I think he letting his status go to his head. He got podcasts and he do the shop sometimes, the little show they have or whatever.
His wife a superstar too.
Yeah, so they take away the microphones, man. As people get in front of the mic and just do too much.
Anybody think that Austin Reaves will get traded? Any chance?
No chance.
No chance.
They would have been traded him when his stock was even higher. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all saying the LeBron running the show is over? That's what y'all saying.
Austin Reaves putting up like what, 25 a night or something like that?
He balling.
No.
He balling.
Yeah.
No.
He was putting up them 40s. They should have traded him. And you know what? LeBron's show was coming to an end once AD got up. Once Luka came into town,
yeah,
you knew what time it was, man. The writing was on the wall.
Right. What you about to say?
I said I won't say no because the Lakers are technically low on first round picks, and if you could get a first for Austin Reaves, not necessarily for Triple J as Paul said, but maybe to another team where you could get back some first. If you're looking at LeBron walking away and trying to rebuild around Luka, that might be a move. I don't know. So I will never say no that nobody will never be traded. We never thought Luka would have been traded, right?
Yeah.
To the Lakers. So don't say no.
We did not. Okay, I'll say this. So there's also a story that says Austin Reaves' agent confronted Rich Paul over the mock trades. Do y'all like this from Austin Reaves' agent?
Yes.
I do. That's what I pay you for.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's going to be interesting to see because usually the Lakers try to make a move to try to make a playoff push. They in the middle of the pack right now. We'll see what happens. College football playoff championship is set. Miami, Indiana. Vontae, what to expect in this game? It's in Miami. Miami got home field advantage. Does that mean anything?
Nah, not this one. I think because Indiana got the largest alumni network. If you looked at the last game that they played, it was like 90% IU fans in the building. So if you've seen some of these ticket prices has been insane.
Yeah.
So I believe like even though Miami's going to be at their home field, I do not believe that it'll be skewed with Miami fans there. I believe that it will be some balance. So I'm gonna take away Miami home field advantage.
Okay.
But as far as the game, I think it'll come down to the battle of the offensive lines. Who will win that line of scrimmage on both sides?
Yeah.
IU line of scrimmages is dominating, and Miami line of scrimmage offensive line is dominating. Mario Cristobal is a former offensive line coach, so it's going to come down to the trenches, and whoever can win that battle, I think will come out on top.
Who you got?
Man, being an IU alum, even though they whooped up on Alabama, my team, I'm gonna roll with IU.
Okay, IU. Vic, Miami, Indiana, in Miami.
Begrudgingly, I'm riding with IU.
Okay. Fernando, I see you got the hat on. You going with the U?
Yeah, but not IU. I'm going with the U.
The U. You're going with the U. I got you.
I agree, though. It's going to be a battle of the trenches. This is going to be a nice offensive line game.
Okay, Ronnie, Miami, Indiana.
It's Indiana, man. I think they coaches is second to none right now. Like, I think Beck is pretty good, man, and I love his passion, but I think IU is just too much.
Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine for sure. D-Hop, any thoughts? It's in Miami. Is the home field going to do something for them?
No, I don't think it's going to do nothing. I'm taking Indiana.
Yeah.
I think the quarterback going to come there and show out because he from Miami. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Take the place. So, I feel like Indiana's offense going to get it done. So,
Okay. B, who you got?
Man, is Michael Irvin bringing that belt with him? Because if he bringing that belt, I'm going with the U, baby. I'm going with the
U. Hey, you know he's gonna have the belt on.
If he bring a little powder with him, if he bringing the powder,
little powder.
I was just about to say the powder. If we look like y'all got powder,
he definitely gonna be hanky, boy. He definitely gonna be hanky.
Hey, KC, who you got? Indiana, Miami.
I'm rolling with Miami, man. It's not a slight to Indiana. I think they probably the better team. Indiana tough, man. It's gonna be a tough out. But Miami at home, I think I'm just gonna roll with them. I like what they got going on. So I'm definitely gonna roll with Miami.
I feel like you want to see Michael Irvin act the fool too on the sidelines. I feel like
of course. Hey, speaking of that, hey man, you got the Miami hat on. Hey, your coach ain't got no decorum. He damn sure ain't got none.
No, none at all.
Hey, and I love it.
Hey, they frying shots.
Yeah, I like Miami coach. Yeah, I like him.
Hey,
I mean, he's an alma mater. He played there. He coached there. Them guys is passionate. Michael Irvin, all them guys, man.
Yeah.
And quiet as kept, you know what I'm saying? I like Mesidor and I like Bain, and them boys is coached by Hall of Fame Jason Taylor over there. That boy got a gold jacket.
Yes, sir.
That D line, man, that Bain guy, bro. They got a D, but I like the IQ. I like the IQ of Mendoza to combat, that D line of Miami. You know what I'm saying? I like Mendoza's field presence.
Man, that's great chess match. Like Fernando said, bro, that IU offensive line, bro, that's a brick wall, man.
Yeah.
That's a brick wall. And then Miami offensive line, on the other hand, is no slouch at all either.
Yeah.
Yeah, they run that football.
Yeah. So you got two good offensive lines. I'm looking for us to be some run games going, and then I'm looking for Mendoza to make some plays in the passing game when it break down. I see a close game, but I see IU edging them out.
Yeah. Also, too, maybe come down to like who's gonna be the first one to make a mistake. And I haven't seen Mendoza beat himself.
Yes.
But on the
Absolutely.
other hand,
Yeah.
I have seen Carson Beck beat himself.
Man, we seen it at Georgia. We seen it, man.
Early
We
in the
seen it.
season versus Louisville. I think he had threw like 3 picks. I think it was. And you got some DBs too. They not talked about because they like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
They like 5th year, 6th year seniors, but they got a lot of experience. They don't got the name recognition, but they have game reps.
Yeah.
I like Pharrell at safety. He's nice.
Yeah.
I'm going with Indiana as well. I want to see IU do it, man. Indiana, of course. I'm in Indiana, so I'm going with IU as well. We about to get ready to get up out of here. I do got a scripture of the day, man. It's Joel 2:12, man. And this says, even now, says the Lord, turn and come to me with all your heart and genuine repentance, with fasting and weeping and mourning, until every barrier is removed and broken fellowship is restored. When I read the scripture, it just made me think like, man, sometimes we fall short. Sometimes we get it wrong. But God is a forgiving God. And so he just says, even now, turn and come to me with your heart and genuine repentance. Like you really want to make a change. You sad about, you convicted about whatever you did. And then in this one, he talks about fasting and weeping. A lot of people like to fast in the January. And sometimes fasting is necessary to really get back to your spirit person. So Joel 2:12, man, if you convicted about something you might have did, man, God just says, come to me with genuine repentance. And, you can get back in fellowship with him. So Joel 2:12, that's the scripture of the day. I want to thank everybody for coming out, man. D-Hop, appreciate you joining the show. Nando, Vic, Ronnie, Vontae.
Always, bro.
All right, y'all.
All y'all, man, appreciate y'all. We're going to do it again next week.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be off of Bears victory. And,
on the way to the NFC Championship, baby.
Hey, bet out, baby.
Go
we'll
Bears.
see y'all next week. I'm out.
We lock and load, Allen Pants. It's the Allen Pants Show.